Welcome to Aunty K's Tarot, your favorite radical queer indigenous auntie, bringing you tarot every day. Hello everyone and welcome to Aunty K's Tarot. Today we are going to do a chatting cards. I think I'm going to draw the cards and see what comes forward. I think it might be more interesting than me thinking up the question myself. And I'll be guided by what I know. I'll be guided by what I know about Star Wars. I mean, Vader just kind of hangs over it all. I don't know where he really belongs. So we are just going to have to see. Just thinking about the spread I'm going to pull, trying to make that decision. You know what? This is what fits in the screen, and so this is going to be what we go with. I think this fits in the screen, right? It's hard to see because of where my clamp is, but I think this all... Okay. Starlight Beacon is out of time. But so we're just going to say the tower, or maybe turn it over. We'll see. What if I told you that all of this destruction, this galactic war, was the result of a trade war from a generation before? One where globalization was opposed, and guarantees that, you know, those in disadvantaged outlier worlds wouldn't be taken advantage of by warlords or by mining companies and owned by elites raised far outside the country in the center of the Galactic Empire. And people saw all these problems coming, but at the end of the day, the trade wars were utilized as a proxy war. And all these other things that were being fought about were irrelevant except for possibly these outcomes, these two outcomes here, and the creation of this. All right, so let's take how this became all of this proxy war. Okay. So making this about today. In the 1990s, opposition to globalization came from indigenous folks, the global south, workers, unions. Indigenous folks feared our lands would be gobbled up for capitalism and we'd disappear. Indigenous people sounded the alarm, and settlers and workers joined the cause. Today, the right wing is in opposition to globalization, and Indigenous folks did get left behind. A new working middle class arose in the South. And the lack of workers' rights, the global North said, was the reason the global South shouldn't be globalized, became the norm in the USA and Canada because unions, commies. And once the trade wars returned 30 years on, Indigenous Palestine was forgotten. Same old, same old. Now, our allies are all neoliberals who tell us to vote harder if we want to be heard. How can Palestine vote from a mass grave? How can the Amazon vote as it's gunned down for farms, logging, and lithium? How can the Inuit and the Cree vote as they run from mass fires, but the road runs out and the plains are full as they import resources for an Arctic military because suddenly the Arctic is accessible? Next time, thank Harper for cutting environmental protections. Without him, we'd never have this new Arctic territorial dispute. Are you bored? That's okay. We know you all love a sequel. This time, we love globalization and hate the Hague. It's full of terrorists and war criminals who gave a lukewarm decree on genocide, pun intended, with this deck. But it's not binding. The Americans said so. Not the bad guy Americans, the good guy Americans like Bernie and Biden. What's a little genocide among the saints of democracy? I'm currently homeschooling my kids' history, and we got to battle in Seattle. Let me grab that. Battle in Seattle, fight against the WTO. And I'm trying to explain this while explaining Trump is killing the economy that we despise by dismantling free trade that maybe now we like. Trump is likely to keep the WTO. The WTO, its sole purpose is to tell indigenous communities they aren't allowed to stop foreign extraction, and murder by Canadian mining companies is legal in the pursuit of gold or crypto. But who was right, he asks. All of us were right, but the neoliberals won the fight with a new set of middle class to form the micro elite. Indigenous consultants sign mining deals. The white left votes them in as elected officials with spiritual appeal. And I'm just angry if I hate my ethnic politician, but you're allowed to hate Trump. Isn't he white like you? Nuclear is back again, but it's the good guy now. Clean energy for AI, whole power plants to run fake intelligence, water wars to power more. China made a better version, but it's China. Come on, we've been hating China for so very long. If you work hard enough, maybe the AI can make some art you can afford, except it's printed overseas. I bet you forgot about Palestine during this consumption crisis tirade. Did you know Yemen is being bombed now too? Why? Because Iran has nukes. Where have I heard that one before? Oh, and Sudan. They're black. Just raise a fist and move on. Again, indigenous peoples lost, except in New Zealand. Another spark. Watch us become fire, tearing across continents. We will never expire. If we have to fight all of the wannabe left, this time it will be them on the pyre. Anarchists and natives keep believing this only war but class war line, and I'm so tired. Your ally is my oppressor, and this time you choose not me. The cop, the guard, the racist farmer and miner who stole my land are not my friend, and this time their world is the one which must end. Whew! I got going. I felt really inspired. Okay, I'm going to quit there before I keep rhyming. It's a good day for muses. It's Friday. It's ruled by Venus. And as a result, I have a honey jar spell going on I'm confronting some of my neighbor issue by sweetening others around me. So there we go. All right, I will talk to you all later, folks. See ya.